On November 17, 2014, my brother Michael tweeted, "Stands up during an important business meeting. Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci." This is the Museum of Twitter, the show where we usually talk about the most important tweets in the history of Twitter.com, but today I'm making an exception because the day you're watching this is my 30th birthday, but more importantly, it is my twin brother Michael's 30th birthday, and so as a present, in addition to the actual present I'm going to give him, I decided that I'm going to share some of my favorite tweets he ever tweeted back when he was on Twitter. It's worth noting, he stopped using Twitter in early 2016, but I don't know, he has so many tweets that I still think about, that make me laugh, and I'm a sentimental dude. What do you want me to say? Here are some of my favorite tweets from my twin brother Michael. First of all, I do just love this Stanley Tucci tweet because, one, Stanley Tucci is great. I feel like Michael got in on the Stanley Tucci as a meme thing earlier than most. And the thing about my humor is that I have a very literal sense of humor. A lot of my comedy is observational comedy or maybe a dumb pun. And Michael just has an absurd sense of humor in some ways that I wish I could get at. Like when he tweeted an ad for the Pizza Hut Pizzone, a discontinued thing from like 2005 with hashtag relationship goals. I could never do that. Or when there was the Ebola panic in 2014, he tweeted, "Can anyone think of a snappy name for my online Ebola service?" I talk about word choice a lot on this show. I really think snappy is the perfect word here. And while I try to make political jokes that are like really topical and try to be searing or cutting, and I almost always miss the mark, he would tweet jokes like, "Ben Carson? I wonder if they're talking about old Obi-Wan Carson." I really do mean it when I say I just love the fact that that's where his mind went. My mind would never go there. My mind would never see Ben Carson and then think about Ben Kenobi. But I don't know, when people say that twins are we're not, because my mind doesn't do that and his mind does. Probably my favorite absurdist tweet he ever did on a topical topic was when, Kim and Kanye made waves for naming their daughter Northwest. He tweeted, "I can't believe that Kim and Kanye named their baby Son of Baconator." Son of Baconator, of course, was a Wendy's fast food item. And I don't know, this might be the tweet of his I think about the most. I think about it anytime I think about Kim and Kanye naming their baby something. I think about it anytime I hear about a Baconator. Just the idea of Kim and Kanye naming their baby Son of Baconator. I also think this is really aided by the fact he says it in the tone of, "I can't believe." He's shocked at the news, even though this is, of course, an absurd joke he's making up. He also would do a lot of memes and bits. He had a bit for a while where every Thursday was hashtag Thorogood Thursday, where he would tweet out this photo of former United States Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. And like anyone with a good sense of humor, he likes a good minion meme, and he made this, which I still use not infrequently, where it's a shock minion, and it says, "When you realize gender is a social construct." Referencing specific Kanye songs is obviously not as in fashion as it used to be, but there was that meme back in the day which was "Bae, come over, me, yada yada," and he made one where it was Bon Iver's part in Hold My Liquor, where it's "Bae, come over, Justin Vernon, I can't, I'm busy. Bae, my rents ain't be home, Justin Vernon, I know." And he was able to, and he still does this just in his regular joking life, put on a sort of credulous tone for tweets that I've tried to get at and I just can't do it. Like so many of my failed attempts at humor, I try too hard, and there's just something effortless about this, which is, what's great about 3D movies is that the stuff looks like it's coming towards you. You just don't get that with real life. And one that actually, now that I think about it, is probably the tweet of his I think about the most, which I think is just such a perfect example of a joke that I could never make. It just is not in my joke vocabulary. He tweeted on November 23rd, 2013. We were still in high school at the time. He tweeted, "I'm so fly, I'm called an unidentified flying object. Not that I'm an object. Neither are women. Hashtag treat your girl right." I don't know if this episode is a complete misfire. I don't know if no one's going to watch it. But I don't know. I wanted to do something nice for Michael. He's probably going to roll his eyes when he finds out that I did this. Not in a bad way, but in a sort of of course you did that, you schmaltzy cornball. But yeah, I've already told him this because these episodes get uploaded at 4:30 and I would have texted him when I woke up. But happy birthday, Michael. Also, obviously, happy birthday, Robert Pattinson, Stevie Wonder, Lena Dunham. Those are just other people whose birthdays are May 13th. And we'll get back to our regular scheduled programming tomorrow. And do not use this episode as a way of asking for other exceptions. I'm making this exception because of a person that I shared a womb with for 9 months. If you do not fit that criteria, I will not make an exception for any of my rules to you. Follow for a new tweet every day, join the Patreon, etc. Michael is coming up to New York, and we're going to be carousing over the weekend to celebrate our birthdays, and if you'd like to support that effort, there's going to be a link in the link tree in my bio.